Hi everyone and welcome to Diabolical Misconduct. In this episode we're going to look at 3 911 calls from disturbing shootings. These include the shooting at Sparks Middle School, a family annihilator from Bay City, and the shooting at the Westroads Mall. Please keep in mind that some of these stories involve children and may be quite upsetting to some viewers. And with that being said, let's start with the tragic shooting at Sparks Middle School. On the 21st of October 2013, 12-year-old Jose Reyes got ready for his day and made his way to school. He entered Sparks Middle School in Nevada, and within 10 minutes the place has descended into chaos.
911 emergency.
There's a crime center at Sparks Middle School.
Okay, by the basketball courts?
Yes.
Basketball courts?
Yes.
Okay, and do they still have the gun?
I don't know. We're all crammed here. Please come.
911 emergency.
Hey, this is Joe Pazar, a teacher at Sparks Middle, and we have some kids outside who had a gun pointed at them, so we're locked down in the building.
Okay, so you're locked down? Okay, have you called?
We're locked down on the computer.
Okay.
We're working on that. We're trying to get us through to the...
911 calls coming in. I have fire medics en route and police en route, and we have to get a hold of school police, okay?
As long as you guys know, we're happy.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Hi, this is Leah, School Police. You guys have Sparks Middle?
We do. And 911 is ringing off the hook. We have a teacher down. Okay, now teacher and student down. We have police now.
Okay, do you guys have any description?
No, nobody can tell me anything.
Code 3.
The shooter's in the cafeteria area. With the
Do
big...
you guys have any description of the suspect at all?
No, none of my people had anything.
Sparks Police, do you guys have any description of the suspect? Okay,
No.
I'll let you know if I get one. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. 911 emergency.
Somebody brought a gun to school. They shot the teacher.
The teacher's down?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get somebody out there right away. You're at Sparks Middle School?
Yes. They shot again.
Shot again?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get somebody out there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
161's moving main entrance.
Copy. Moving the main entrance.
Okay, we're inside the cafeteria. That's where the students have been huddled. So they're safe here. We're looking for the shooter now.
10-4. Did they state what he may look like?
Don't know yet.
Sparks Patrol units, we just received info. Hispanic male, gray jacket with a Sparks emblem.
Okay, thank you.
We have 2 down, gunshot wounds, basketball courts, west side of the school. All the units started clearing the school, started evacuating students out the east doors. And our shooter's probably down, so take it slow, be careful, watch your blue on blue. Okay, I know we have 2 down at the basketball court and another that got in an ambulance. Do we have any more than that? Is there any information that he made it inside the school at all, or was inside the school? LT, everybody I talked to, teachers and staff, indicated that there was no shooting inside the school. I've been told that our shooter is down. I'm going to be confirmed that. We believe that. It hasn't been confirmed, but we believe that. No, he is definitely down.
Jose Reyes aimed his parents' 9mm semi-automatic handgun and shot classmate 12-year-old KJ Kersey in the shoulder, and with the sound of gunfire the school flew into panic. Maths teacher Michael Lansbury approached Jose in an attempt to talk him down. Jose fired his weapon, killing the teacher in the basketball court. Reyes saw his friend Mason Davies trying to help the teacher. As Mason begged him not to shoot, he pulled the trigger and fired a shot into Mason's abdomen. After wounding 2 students and killing 1 teacher, Jose took his own life, just yards from where Michael Lansbury's body lay. The maths teacher was later mourned as a hero that sacrificed his own life to give the kids around him time to flee the area. An investigation was launched into the attack, producing a picture of a troubled boy who was being bullied at school due to an incident where he supposedly wet himself, and also for having a speech problem. It also seems the boy had a troubled home life, with his father pleading guilty to a charge of child abuse in 2012 after he self-reported that he had struck his son. Reyes' parents said they had taken the son to a counsellor and that he had been prescribed a small dose of Prozac, which is a drug commonly used for treating depression. The police found 69 games with violent themes from Assassin's Creed to Hitman. A search of the boy's computer revealed that he'd been researching the 1999 Columbine shooting, as well as searching topics such as top 10 evil children. Reyes left behind 2 handwritten notes. To his parents, he wrote, "Dear Mom and Dad, I'm sorry about all this. It's because some of my family and friends hate me, but I understand. What I did, this shooting, is not because of the shooting games, bullying, or other stuff. It's because of the past causes. There were some bad things in the past because of me, and now I'm just a monster. But I want to say my last words. When I die, I will go back to the past and fix everything, so it can be a great past, and the shooting of Sparks Middle School should never happen. I wish I can be smart and a better kid, so I can be a better son in our family. But if you hate me and my family doesn't love me, it's okay. I know I'm just an idiot. I love you, and I wish the past to be good and better someday." To his teacher and fellow students, he wrote, "Today is the day when I kill you bastards for the embarrassment that you did. You say mean things in school, that I'm gay, that I'm lazy, stupid, an idiot, and also say that I pee in my pants, and also stealing my money. Well, that all ends. Today I'll get revenge on the students and teachers ruining my life. Today I will bring a goddamn pistol and rifle to shoot you and see how you like it when someone's making fun of you. Once I kill you, your life will be nothing but nightmare and bad dreams. I don't care if I have a lot of bullets to shoot all of you, because I'm going to die on my last stand. And right now, the school will come to an end and your death be rising when I shoot you. Have a great death at school." Reyes ended the letter with a drawing of a headstone that reads Sparks Middle School, 1965 to 2013. On the 30th of November 2011, Laura Gonzalez happily returned to work after being away for several weeks, the last of which she had spent in a women's crisis centre. She optimistically told her colleagues her hopes for the future for her and her 4 children, now that she had left her abusive husband. Around an hour later, an upsetting call was made to 911.
Basic Police Department, Maggie.
Yes, we need an officer right now. There's a man shooting at this lady. We need a cop.
Where at?
We're on, I don't know where we're at. Oh my gosh, where we at? Where are we at? What street is it called? 2711, ma'am. 2711 10th Street.
2711 10th. Okay, I hear you. I understand.
Yes, are you okay? Please, I need an ambulance and I need to...
2711 10th Street?
Yes, ma'am, I need an ambulance. I need some police. We have babies around here too. There's babies in the car. He won't give them to the mom. So, what happened?
Okay, so is she hurt? Is she got shot?
Yes, she's hurt. She's bleeding everywhere. She can't stand. She's like fainting.
Okay, we'll send EMS out.
I'm walking home from school, me and my friends, and then he started shooting her.
Okay, and it's 2711 10th Street?
2711 10th Street? Yeah. He's shooting again! He killed again!
He's shooting her again?
Yes, no, he killed the baby! The baby, he killed him! He killed himself too! Oh my God, the babies!
Okay, still no answer.
Jose Avila had launched a vicious assault on Laura as they argued in the family's trailer. Avila shot his wife twice before she ran into the yard in an attempt to escape the attack. He then shot her a 3rd time before turning the gun on his children. Avila shot all 4 of his young children and then finally fired a shot into his own head, killing himself instantly. 5-year-old Sean and 3-year-old Daniel died from their injuries the same day. 4-year-old Miguel and 2-year-old Cecilia were put on life support but sadly succumbed to their injuries the next day. Laura remained in critical condition as the police and the community attempted to understand what had happened in the usually quiet and pleasant town of AC. It materialised that Laura had recently reported her husband had assaulted her, and as a result, she had vowed she would not return to him. Police had urged Laura to file charges, however she refused, worried about how her husband would react. Instead, she sought support in a women's crisis centre. Laura had to undergo surgery as a result of her injuries, and approximately a month later, she was released from hospital. Although she survived the shooting, she sadly has to spend her life enduring the excruciating pain of losing all of her children at the hands of her abusive husband. It's worth noting that when dealing with domestic violence, the most dangerous time for a victim is when they try to leave. This is when the perpetrator is far more likely to kill their victim. On the 5th of December 2007, customers flocked to the Westroads Mall to do their Christmas shopping. The Christmassy sound of euphoria and well-being filled the air until it was replaced by gunfire.
911, what's your emergency? Hello, 911. 911, what's your emergency? Hello? Hello? No, I can't be because I'm still hearing shots. Hello? It's up a rescue, right? 911, what's your emergency?
I'm at Von Mauer, and I think there's shots being fired all over the place.
Yeah, we're on our way out there. Anybody been hit?
I haven't seen anything. I'm hiding in a clothes rack.
Okay. We're on our way out there now.
I mean, there's been like 50 gunshots.
I know, I was on the line with one, so
Okay.
we're on. 911, what's your emergency?
Hello, I'm calling from Panera Bread at Westroads Mall. There were shots fired in the mall.
Yeah, by the bad mall. We're on our way out there. Anybody see any suspects or whatever?
That I don't know. I'm back in the office, so.
Okay, yeah, we're on our way out there.
Thank you very much.
911, what's your emergency?
There's shots fired.
At Von Mall. Okay, anybody see the shooter?
Nobody saw the shooter. It's probably 10 to 15 shots.
Yeah, we got that portion. We're on our way out there. We're trying to see if anybody's seen the shooter.
Thank you.
All right. 911, what's your emergency?
Has anyone called you about possible gunshots at the Von Mauer?
Yes, they have. Anybody seen the suspect?
No, we have not seen a thing. We are hiding out.
Okay, yeah, we're on our way out there, man. We're trying to see if we can pinpoint where the shots are coming from and who's shooting. Thanks. 911, what's your emergency? Hello, 911.
Hi, I am at Von Mauer.
Yeah, we're on our way out there, ma'am. Anybody seen the person that's doing the shooting?
I have not. I'm very scared.
Okay, yeah, we're on our way out, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. 911, what's your emergency?
Hi, there were shots fired at the
Von Mauer. Yeah, did anybody see the person shooting?
No, the lady was with us. It might have been on the second floor.
Okay, well, we're on our way out there.
Okay, thank you.
And what's your emergency?
There is someone with a gun shooting people in Von Mauer at Westroads.
Okay, we're on our way out there. Have you seen anybody that was shot?
No.
Okay, they're on their way out there. Did anybody see the person
There's a
shooting?
bunch of people shot. Everybody shot up in here. Oh, Lord, help us.
Ma'am, get away from that road so I can hear what you're saying, will you? Now,
She said there are a bunch of people shot inside of Von Mauer.
okay, the Russian squad, the police on the way. Ask her if she's saying who the shooter was.
Did you see who the shooter was? Did you see him, ma'am? Did you see what he looked like? She said she couldn't see him.
All right, we're on our way out, ma'am. Bye.
All right.
Well, one, what's your emergency?
They're shooting at the Westroads Mall inside of Von Mauer
Yeah,
Department.
we didn't know about that portion, but has anybody seen who the shooter is, any description, anything like that?
No, I haven't gotten any
Okay.
description.
Yeah, we're on our way.
Thank you.
Bye. Hi, 911.
Hi, I'm at Von Mauer. There's a shooting going on.
Anybody seen the shooter?
What's that?
Anybody seen the shooter?
I don't know if anyone has seen the shooter or not.
Okay, yeah, we're at police and rescue on their way in there.
Okay, we're up in the women's bathroom. There's a bunch of us on the women's
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there hiding, so, just stay safe. Let the police do what they gotta do. 911, what's your emergency?
Shooting at Von Mauer, there's a man down.
Okay.
We need an ambulance.
Ambulance is on their way there, but let me stay on the line.
19-year-old Robert Hawkins entered the mall through the south entrance of the Von Mauer department store. He looked around for a few moments before walking back out. 6 minutes later he returned and entered an elevator and took it up to the top floor. Hawkins exited the elevator and immediately began firing. He killed 2 women before aiming his semi-automatic rifle down the atrium, killing 2 men on the first and second floor. As bullets flew, he wounded a further 2 people, one of which would later on die from their injuries. Hawkins made his way to the customer service desk, where he shot several people killing 3. Hawkins' final act was to place his weapon under his chin and fire, taking his own life in the massacre. 12 people were struck in the hail of bullets that day. Beverly Flynn was 47 years old and worked for Von Moore. She sadly died from her injuries. Janet Jo Jensen was 66 years old and also a Von Moore employee. She also lost her life in the chaos. Gary Joy was a 56-year-old and worked for Von Moore. He tragically died. John McDonald was 65 and shot in the day he was gunned down and killed by Robert Hawkins. Gary Scharf was also partaking in some retail therapy when he was taken in gunfire. Angie Schuster was the department manager. She was 36 years old when she was killed. Diane Trent was a 53-year-old employee of Von Moore. She was fatally wounded in the attack. Maggie Webb, a 24-year-old employee, was sadly taken well before her time. Several people that were fired upon survived. Fred Wilson, 61, was the manager of the customer service department. Fred sustained a gunshot wound to his upper chest and almost died from the trauma, but he courageously pulled through after some intensive care. Mickey Oldham was a 65-year-old customer service worker. She endured severe injuries to her back and abdomen, and of those that survived their injuries, hers were by far the worst. She spent a long time recovering from her life-threatening wounds. Jeff Shafart was 34 years old. He was shot in the arm and released from hospital the same day. Robert Hawkins had a history of mental health problems, including childhood diagnoses of ADD and PTSD. In his late teens, he was diagnosed with an unspecified mood disorder, an oppositional defiant disorder. Hawkins had been hospitalized a number of times during his early years in regards to his mental health. He was also removed from high school after attempting to sell drugs in 2005. He attended another school in 2006, but he later dropped out. In the summer of 2007, Hawkins made an application to join the US Army. However, this was unsuccessful due to his mental health. 2 weeks prior to the shooting, Hawkins had split up with his girlfriend, and a matter of days later lost his job. So it was seen that these events could have been the triggers in his subsequent rampage. Hawkins left behind 3 handwritten documents, one to his friends. To all my friends, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you and put you through. I've been a piece of shit my entire life. It seems this is my only option. I know everyone will remember me as some kind of monster, but please understand that I just don't want to be a burden on the ones that I care for my entire life. I just want to take a few pieces of shit with me. I love all of you so much, and I don't want anyone to miss me. I want my friends to remember all the good times we had together. Just think though, I'm gonna be fucking famous. You guys have always been there for me. I'm just sad that I'm gonna have to go this alone. You guys are the best friends anyone could ever ask for. That's all I have to say, is that I fucking love you guys. P.S. I didn't eat that fucking sandwich or the toilet thing either. The next was left to his family. I'm so sorry for what I've put you through. I never meant to hurt all of you so much, and I don't blame any one of you for disowning me. I just can't be a burden to you and my friends any longer. You are all better off without me. I'm so sorry for this. I've just snapped. I can't take this meaningless existence anymore. I've been a constant disappointment, and that trend would have only continued. Just remember the good times we had together. I love you, Mummy. I love you, Dad. I love you, Kira. I love you, Valencia. I love you, Cynthia. I love you, Zach. I love you, Kaylee. I love you, Mark. P.S. I'm really sorry. The final document is his will. My will. I'm giving my car back to my mum, and my friends can have whatever else I leave behind. He finishes by signing his name and writing his social security number. This was an incredibly tragic event that won't be forgotten.